You won't believe what these three adults were doing to little children in their locality, and how the court used the help of a native African herbalist to convict them. If you like this kind of content, follow for more. In some local government, Adamawa State, two children were playing outside, and when their dad came back from work, their dad named Abubakar. So as soon as they saw their dad, they loved what they were doing and they went to greet him. Then all of a sudden, the youngest of them, Yusufu, all of a sudden just stumbled and died. So because the community was a close-knitted community, everyone was worried and they came out and they carried the body of this dead boy and they took him to the local chief priest. So when they got to the herbalist, he told them to lay the boy's body on the floor. He did some incantations on the boy's body, and then he muttered some gibberish words. And you could see the dread and the sense in his eyes while he was saying these gibberish words. And then immediately, then he started saying that the last three people to visit the Mr. Abubakar's residence were responsible for this. But not only were they responsible for this, they're also responsible for the mishaps that have been happening to young children in the locality. And also a very populous young boy who ran out when he was 13 years old. They were responsible for it. So the locality, they got enraged and they grabbed these last three people and they brought them to the courtroom. So they brought them to the courtroom, and immediately the prosecution was to open his case and then lay down the evidence that proves their guilt. So he then called as his first witness the herbalist mentioned earlier on, and immediately the herbalist stepped into the courtroom. There was this sense of dread, everyone was scared, and the herbalist came in his full native regalia with the charms, everything on him. Now, as soon as he stepped in, he told them that okay, they should confess to committing the crime. And the three accused refused. They said, no, 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 we did not do this. Then immediately he told them to bring the boy's dead body and lay it on the floor. And he told them that they should also bring some ointments, some incantations, and then he did some sacrifices on the courtroom floor there and there. And then he told them that okay, they should move across the boy's dead body three times. And immediately they did it the first time, moved the second time, the third time, and all of a sudden, the three accused, having done the practices, ran for 5 seconds, ran stark mad. You could see their eyes were red, they were uttering gibberish words, and then immediately they started confessing to killing the boy, also confessing to other mishaps that happened to other children in the society. And everywhere was just tense, and you could feel the tension in the air. So now, what do you think now? Do you think that the lay down procedures of legal practice, which clearly prohibits this kind of practice from happening, do you think that it was violated and therefore the fact that they found the accused in this scenario does not amount to justice? Or do you think that justice should not just be done, but must be seen to be done manifestly by laid down by the procedures? Or do you think that the ends justify the means, that the mere fact that they caught the accused, then there's justice?